Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to stand here today and share a story about the best boss I ever had. You see, the mark of a great leader is not in their title or authority. It's in their ability to inspire us to be the best version of ourselves. And that's exactly what my boss did for me. When I first started working under them, I was like many others, eager but uncertain, talented but unsure how to channel it. My boss didn't just see my skills, they saw my potential. They didn't lead with micromanagement or fear, but instead with trust and belief in what I could accomplish. They created an environment where mistakes weren't punishable offenses, but opportunities for growth. And in doing so, they gave me the confidence to stretch beyond what I thought I was capable of. One of the most defining qualities of the best boss I ever had was their ability to lead with empathy, vision, and trust. These three elements were not just abstract ideals, they were the foundation of everything they did, and their impact was profound. Empathy, at its core, is about truly understanding and valuing the people you lead. My boss had an uncanny ability to step into someone else's shoes, not just to hear their words, but to feel the emotions behind them. I recall a moment when a colleague of mine was struggling with a personal challenge that began to affect their performance. Instead of reprimanding them or immediately focusing on results, my boss simply asked, "How can I support you?" That question alone transformed the dynamic. It wasn't about solving the problem for them. It was about creating a safe space where they felt valued as a person, not just as an employee. This small act of empathy restored my colleagues' confidence and trust in the workplace. It was a reminder that leadership is about people, not processes. Vision is what gives a leader direction, but my boss taught me that vision must be shared to be effective. They didn't simply dictate goals or demand outcomes. Instead, they painted a picture of what success looked like and invited us all to be part of that journey. Their vision was bigger than numbers or quarterly results. It was about the impact we could have collectively. They made us believe in something larger than ourselves, and that belief became a powerful motivator. When a leader communicates a vision with clarity and passion, it ignites a sense of purpose in the team. Finally, trust was the glue that held everything together. My boss wasn't afraid to delegate meaningful tasks or empower us to make decisions. This trust wasn't blind. It was rooted in their belief in our capabilities. And when we failed, as we inevitably did sometimes, they didn't pull back that trust. Instead, they helped us learn from the experience and move forward stronger. This trust fostered an environment of mutual respect, where risk could be taken and creativity could flourish. Empathy, vision, and trust are not just leadership traits, they are the keys to unlocking the full potential of any team. When leaders embody these qualities, they create an environment where people don't just follow, they thrive. The best leaders don't just tell people what to do, they inspire through the stories they share and the values they embody. My boss was a master of storytelling, and through their examples, they didn't just lead, they transformed the way we viewed leadership itself. One story I'll never forget was how they started their career. It wasn't a glamorous beginning. They spoke about their first job where they felt overlooked and unimportant. They described how a leader, their first mentor, changed everything with a single act of kindness. He didn't just tell me I had potential, they said. He showed me by giving me an opportunity others didn't believe I was ready for. That act of trust not only shaped their career, but instilled in them a lifelong commitment to paying it forward. Every time they shared this story, it became more than just words. It was a reminder that great leaders see the potential in others and invest in their growth. It also encouraged us to think about how we, too, could uplift those around us. But storytelling wasn't just reserved for personal anecdotes. My boss used stories to connect lessons to our everyday work. When our team faced a challenge, they'd recount how past teams overcame similar obstacles through collaboration and resilience. These stories weren't about perfection, they were about perseverance, the power of teamwork, and learning from failure. Through storytelling, they didn't just convey knowledge, they created emotional connections that inspired us to go further. We weren't following commands, we were following a vision, fueled by values we understood deeply. through their stories. An exceptional leader knows that stories are a bridge between the abstract and the real. They spark inspiration, ignite passion, and remind us that we are all part of something greater than ourselves. The best boss I ever had didn't just lead by example. They made sure the lessons from their leadership could be applied to every aspect of our work and lives. They had an incredible way of connecting their stories to actionable lessons that we could take with us no matter where we went. For example, after telling a story about a particularly challenging project, they'd pause and ask, "What did we learn from this?" That question wasn't rhetorical. It was an invitation to reflect, to look deeper into the experience and uncover the lessons it held. This wasn't just about learning from success, but from failure as well. Every mistake became a stepping stone toward growth, and my boss made sure we understood that the path forward was never linear. They also emphasized the importance of adaptability. When the team encountered unexpected changes, they reminded us of the value of being flexible. Their message was clear. Leadership isn't about rigid rules, but about having the wisdom to adjust to new circumstances, while maintaining a clear focus on the larger goal. The lessons they shared weren't abstract theories. They were tools that we could immediately put into practice, and that made all the difference. Their leadership didn't just inspire us, it empowered us to act.